Movie of my life, supporting characters.
Hey, Darren. What do you have, Darren?
Waller on the keeper on the right side. He's at the 20, the 10.
That's my baby.
Start with my parents, my sister, everybody in my family, my grandparents. And my wife is a huge part of it now, a huge pillar of support.
The work that he does on a daily basis and how he impacts people, you know, he made a promise, and there's such an impact that this foundation makes. It changes lives, and so, I'm just super proud.
Brett, it is a blockbuster trade. The New York Giants acquiring star tight end Darren Waller in exchange for a third-round compensatory pick.
A stupendous maneuver, a terrific player.
All right. See ya.
It's a gigantic weapon.
He will give the NFC East all they can handle.
I have a bunch of questions. If anything's off limits, just tell us.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm open book. I grew up in Ackworth, Georgia, which is just on the edge of civilization. But I mean, you go 40, 50 miles from Atlanta, it's country, you know, so nice suburban neighborhood. As a kid, I was just like, kind of like a nerd, you know, small, had big ears. Always played in the cul-de-sac outside growing up, played every sport imaginable, that kind of childhood. I developed like this desire to watch like NFL films all day, every day, and just soaking in all this information of like players from every decade that I can still remember somehow, and I don't know why. And I feel like that transitioned into, all right, now I want to play football. My first year was at 4, and I played offensive line and defensive line. You're almost like fearless, like, and there wasn't any like anxiety or like pressure to perform, or like, you know, people can worry about what's on social media.
Waller on the keeper on the right side.
None of those things even existed. They never even crossed your mind. You were just like playing football because you love to play football and just pure playing of the game.
He's at the 20, the 10.
That's my baby.
When did you start feeling that pressure?
Early high school. Everybody was bigger than me early high school, so I was riding the bench my first couple years. And I would say young Darren was confused. I didn't know at the time, but I was like placing my identity in football, and it was just like, so if I wasn't doing good in football, like just wasn't good. It turned into like, once I started playing my junior and senior year football, and I was like doing well, but it was just like, you have to please people, you have to earn accolades, you have to do these things to feel accepted. I could read the room, I could know my environment around me in the South. Like, if I'm good at football, people are gonna like me. And then also, if I'm in the scene and doing what cool people are doing, then I'll have friends too, because I'm not lame anymore. That's where the pressure came from.
How did you cope with that?
Numb the fact that I didn't have confidence and that I was always anxious with painkillers and weed and alcohol. College Darren was lost. My day-to-day consisted of early morning workouts and study halls and practices, and if I wasn't doing those things, I was drinking, smoking, doing something, getting in the mix.
Works to Waller. That's his go-to target. Touchdown! Darren Waller from Ackworth, Georgia.
Once I was going into tech, like I felt like I had to take my partying and music like to a whole nother level. Any party I could see, which is everywhere. I'm going out 4, 5, 6 nights a week.
Waller! Touchdown Yellow Jackets, they're back in it!
I guess on the surface I could do what I was doing, but also like still perform in school and still be like a respectful, mannered human being to your face and like put the mask on. So I was very good at not allowing people to have much of a scent on my trail, I guess.
With the 28th pick in the 6th round, number 204, the Baltimore Ravens select Darren Waller, wide receiver from Georgia Tech.
Yeah!
Darren Waller's a Raven! Woo! Woo! Darren Waller is a Raven!
Just feeling like a fraud because it's just like I was continuing on to the next journey of like putting up this image of like, I'm happy, I'm a football player, like, look at me, I'm successful. You had like the rookie development and like rookie meetings and all that stuff, and it's like I could hold face in those, you know, and just because I feel like I'm smart, almost too smart for my own good sometimes.
Let's go, Waller. You all right? Get up. Come on.
Well, the interesting thing was there's like two Darren Wallers.
All right, mark it off. Mark it off.
The one Darren Waller is tall, good-looking, articulate, great guy. That's the Darren Waller that, you know, you wanted to see. Then there's the other Darren Waller that, like, you're kind of like, well, where are you?
Darren, you all right? Let's go then. Let's go, baby. Go make a play. Go make a play.
Baltimore Darren was spiraling. I mean, by then I was just like a master at hiding things and masking, so I was starting to get a feel for like being in the drug program and always having to navigate that. So then it was just like, you know, not really having any kind of relationship with anybody on the team. It just became like another like full-time job of just like living a double life, man. It's just exhausting. Just continued days of doing the same thing and falling more into darkness and isolation as far as like from a mental, psychological standpoint. Go back to my room and just shut off all communication and interaction and just indulge.
And the first news story of the day talks about the Ravens tight end Darren Waller and his suspension from the NFL for the 2017 season.
I was 2 months into that suspension, still doing what I was doing, and yeah, I would say that the turn is Overdose in like August of 2017. I was gonna be moving out the next day, moving back in with my parents in Georgia. I was going into the grocery store. I had snorted some pills on the way, the normal batch of pills that I would pick up like every other day. It wasn't what I was looking for, and it was like fentanyl, so you know what I'm saying? So I like couldn't get out of the car, and I was like, whoa, like, so I just stayed in my car and like just laid back, and then it was just like somebody like pulled the plug from the TV, and the TV just goes, pew. And then I woke up later, like at night, like, you know, didn't know what was going on, and just like covered in like cold sweat and feeling like I had lost a bunch of weight. And then went home, and then after that day, I mean, I haven't gone back since. I went to rehab, and rehab was a transformational experience, and then came back and just tried to provide some structure. Continuing therapy, continuing to go to meetings, being outside, walking, going on a hike or something, continuing journaling and meditation, and continuing to nurture and expand the relationship with God. Got a job at Sprouts. It was just humbling, you know, and just taught me to just serve people and come back and do it again the next day. So that helped me, because when I got back to the league, I got cut. I was put on practice squad, and I was on practice squad and was just working out before a game. The Raiders saw me running routes, and then I guess that was it for practice squad players, getting to run routes before games.
It still hasn't really hit me yet, I guess, but to be able to sign this and really be a part of a team, and I just really can't put it into words, it's crazy.
End zone, touchdown, Waller. Welcome back.
Las Vegas Darren was impactful.
Few go through life unscathed. The pain of injury, loss, and self-sabotage are crippling and can cause even the strongest to crumble.
That's facts.
But what do we do after that? We fight back. We rise. We overcome. Came back from the pit. Came back locked in, focused, dog. Came back, now I'm lit. Now. Came back, got emotion, dog. Get so much I gotta get. I don't even wanna sit down. Bounce back from every hit. Yeah, I'm locked in. Ain't no way that I can get down. There's so much I can't resist. I gotta keep going, I gotta keep growing. I'm sick and tired of being pissed. There's gotta be more to this life, and I know it. So this is what I represent. I'm about that. Staying true till I'm 6 down. It might take a little bit, but every king's gonna get crowned.
Talk about music. Your great-grandfather,
Yep.
Fats Waller.
Yeah.
He's a famous jazz musician in like the 40s.
Yeah. I played music when I was really little, piano, and was in band in middle school, and I eventually came back to it, and I learned more about my great-grandfather in this jazz history class I took in college, and my teacher was just like geeking out, like,
I don't stay up late, got no place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you.
so it was cool to learn about that, and that kind of pushed me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start making music, I'm gonna start doing something.
I try to break life down into a simple size. It moves so quick, I get the gist, it's time to improvise. Daydreaming about Picasso paintings, it's crazy at the moment, I ain't even got no placements. I just listen to music differently with a different kind of ear, and so I feel like it'd be a shame to let that kind of legacy die. So I've just been on the journey ever since, probably like 7 years now.
That's how you end the game. Right.
What if I folded? Look at my story, 1 in a million. What if I never wrote it? And my entire life just imploded. What would happen if I kept on carrying baggage?
He has been arguably the best tight end in the NFL so far this year.
No back, and I'm strictly about action. I'm one with my passion. Don't call it a comeback.
I had 122 tackles my junior year of high school.
That's what I'm saying, I'm trying to recruit you. Young man, you're looking pretty good out there. I think you can play linebacker for us.
Hey, keep balling, G. Proud of you, bro. You got it out the mud, bro. Respect, G.
Movie of my life, supporting characters, start with my parents, my sister, everybody in my family, my grandparents. And my wife is a huge part of it now, a huge pillar of support. It was the next morning after we got back from the honeymoon. I got a call from the GM on the Raiders, and he was like, yeah, we're trading you to the Giants. I was like, all right.
Breaking news.
The New York Football Giants are trading for Raiders tight end Darren Waller.
Okay, I like it. Darren Waller for the Giants is a stupendous maneuver, a terrific player, and Daniel Jones is a new BFF.
Hey. Oh. What's up, man? What's up, bro? How's it going? Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
What's up, Darren?
Y'all like that?
Good, man. Everything good?
Yes, you guys look good. Hanging, man. Talking about you.
Hanging, yeah.
Nice to meet you. Happy to talk to family. Yes, sir. Happy to have you. Grateful to be here.
Yes, sir. I know who you are. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Everybody's telling me we're a big Giant fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Giant fan from day one. I grew up in Jamaica, Queens. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
My dad being a Giants fan, I'm watching the NFC East football the whole time I'm in the house from when I'm a little kid. I know the history of the Giants, and it's just like a cool God shot type of moment to be able to play for your dad's favorite team.
Good to meet you, buddy. How you doing, baby? Good to have you. You all good?
Well, I'm psyched, baby. Let's go.
It's just really cool. Feels like it's just a fresh opportunity to maximize the talents and the abilities that I've been given.
Hey, it's camp, it's real, the humidity is real, but it's dope. Fans out here, this competitive environment, this is where you lay the foundation, so it's a great day.
2nd and 3. Jones, again Waller, and it's a first down Giants. Darren Waller in 2020 made the Pro Bowl, 107 catches.
And you can see the matchup problem is he's a big target and he runs like a wide receiver. Big wingspan and excellent hands.
Number 12 is a symbol for people that are in sobriety and recovery. I just want to let people know that I'm representing them, I'm thinking of them, and thinking of something that's bigger than me. It means something. My foundation is the Darren Waller Foundation, aiming to help people that suffer from substance abuse and addiction. I have a great team that have helped me to formulate a vision and see it impact people's lives. And here we are 3 years later, being able to give out over $900,000 in grant scholarships for people to go to treatment.
Causes that we're helping, or experiences I had, I needed to go to treatment. I needed help. I needed to change my life. And so addiction touches families, touches friendships that are around everybody, and it never stops. It doesn't discriminate. So just trying to do everything that we can to give and to support these people, let them know that they have somebody behind them.
He understands his purpose and what he's here for. And it's not just football, but he believes in his community, serves and giving back.
Even the things he's done in the NFL, it's all great. But what makes me stick my chest out the most is what he's done, thinking about the foundation, all the events he's done in Vegas, and how he is as a person, right? He's willing to help and do all the things that he can do to help the community. And Darren's been a beacon of light, not only to our family, but a lot of families. We know, just like the issues here in Vegas, the issue is strong in New York, right? And people in New York can rally around that because they know what it means. And they can kind of rise up, and we can all pull everybody up by the bootstraps.
The first ever signed Giants edition Darren Waller jersey. 3,031, 32, $4,000 in the back. So $4,000, my man. Come on up. Kelsey and Darren signed football. $500, come on. Catch a pass from Kelsey, come on. Right here. Kelsey, you gotta go over the water. Oh, it's on the roof.
that he does on a daily basis and how he impacts people. You know, he made a promise, regardless of where this career takes him. And there's such an impact that this foundation makes. It changes lives. And so, I mean, I'm just super proud.
Run from the snow, hide away. Be right here till I find a way.
I would just say, paint a realistic picture of somebody that can live an impactful life and do great things, do positive things, but is by no means perfect. Because your journey doesn't have to be perfect for you to be impactful.
Be right here until I find a way. Let's get it.
Give it up for Darren Waller, ladies and gentlemen.